All right, we want to talk about a lot of things today. Basically, the overarching theme will be understanding the culture. I know you know Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Summit Ministries.
Yes.
Wrote a brilliant book, Understanding the Culture. And he basically says that upstream of life is politics, upstream of politics is culture,
Yeah,
and upstream of culture, entertainment.
yeah.
So I want to talk about
Absolutely.
the bad, the good, and the beautiful of entertainment. You know, Clint Eastwood had the good, the bad, and the ugly. We do the opposite, the bad, the good, and the beautiful. So let's talk about some of the bad things that happen in Hollywood. Is it really driven by leftists in a lot of ways?
Most certainly it is. Go ahead.
It's certainly driven by the leftist ideology.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of people get suckered in by that because
Yeah.
it sounds so good. You know, green. Who doesn't like green?
Right.
You know, and all of the stuff that goes with that. Equality, equal pay, you know. But if you dig down a little bit, you can debunk a lot of the claims and a lot of the charges. And so, you know, if you dig down a little bit, the people who are most prevalent in the culture today, talking about global warming or, you know, fossil fuels, or, you know, they're the people that are taking private jets.
Right.
And you go, well, if they really believe that the Earth is ending in 12 years, then they would really be behaving a little bit differently, I would think. And so you can debunk some of it, but unfortunately the people who are driving culture, the people who are making most of the films that drive culture, have bought into a lot of the lies.
A leftist worldview. Here's a quote I have Dr. Myers put in his book. He said, George Lucas, I've always tried to be aware of what I say in my films because all of us who make motion pictures are teachers, teachers with very loud voices. Entertainers teach by telling stories that shape people's views of reality. Every one of these stories is informed by a worldview. And what you're telling me is the worldview for most people in Hollywood may not line up with a Judeo-Christian worldview.
Oh, I think that's certainly true. I mean, Walt Disney said back in the 50s, he said movies can and will influence people's decisions and influence culture, and that's what it's doing right now. A lot of things coming out of Hollywood, you see there's an agenda there. You see the issues that they're pushing, whether it's the transgender, whether it's gay, whether it's, you mentioned global warming. You see it every time at award shows, how they get up there and it becomes a political platform, when in reality, like Denzel Washington says, be grateful you're making money in an industry that allows you to have, you know, work in a creative world that you want to be part of. Get up there and say thank you. You know, instead of using that, there are places for that, and I think that's one of the reasons why you look at the Golden Globes, the Emmys, and the Oscars. They're falling in ratings because so many people that love movies, like no matter what side of the political fence you're on, there are a lot of people are tired of the politics that become part of the movies.
Well, Hollywood used to be very conservative and and would tell conservative, uplifting, freedom-focused stories, and they've stopped doing that. And now the bad guy is the good guy, and you root for evil.